Daneliya Tuleshova. Great singer. I know that. I'm not new to that. Like, this is not my first time hearing her. She is fantastic. She is extremely young. Some people say 8 years old. I don't think that's true. I think she's more around 14 or 15. But a very powerful, impressive singer. And she's covering I Did Something Bad by Taylor Swift, which I don't think I know the song, but since Taylor Swift makes so many hits, there's a really good chance that I do know the song. I just don't know that that's what it's called or those are the lyrics. It's one of those things. Oh, and fun fact, at my friend's wedding, they love Taylor Swift and they love Elvis Presley, and I dressed up as Elvis poorly, because I'm not spending a bunch of money on it, dressed up as Elvis. So I dressed up as Elvis, and I did Shake It Off, solo acoustic guitar, but I sang it like Elvis. That's true. There were like many witnesses that actually happened. Shake it off. I did it. Shake it off. I was that guy. And it was actually like a lot of fun, and it made me really find out that I loved that song, which it's one of those things where you play a song and you like it and you're like, well, maybe I like more stuff by this person. I just didn't play it. By the way, there's a lot of country guitar that's like that. There's a lot of country songs that I don't like, and then I play them. I'm like, I love it. I love it. Now that I'm playing the song, oh, it's way better to play it than to hear it. But anyways, Daneliya Tuleshova, I Did Something Bad, Taylor Swift cover, Let's Go. I don't know how to say let's go in Russian. Let's go. Oh, sorry, my hammer's in the way.
I never trust narcissists, but they love me.
Rocking the pinstripes.
So playing like a violin, and I make it look oh so easy. Cause forever I tell them.
All of a sudden, sorry, like, I'm just in that mood. She's kind of reminding me of like a Russian Avril Lavigne. She sings better, but I'm almost getting that same like vibe.
Only three. This is how the world works. Now all he thinks how bad is me. I can feel the flames in my skin, crimson red pain on my lips. If a man talks shit, then I own nothing. I don't regret it one bit, cause we had it coming. You say I did something better, wasn't feel so good. They say I did something better, but wasn't feel so good.
Dude, I say it every time I see her, and I'm just gonna say it for the next fucking 10 years. She sounds like she's like late 20s, early 30s in her singing. Right? Like if you didn't know what she looked like, you're like, oh, okay. Not whatever age she is. Is she 15?
That's what I ever had, and I do it over and over and over again if I could. It just feels so good, it just feels so good.
Oh, I was like trying to figure out who do I hear right now. I actually hear a little bit, bear with me, not now, in the past. I actually hear a little Christina Aguilera in there. I don't know what Taylor Swift's version sounds like, so I don't think I've heard it. But I definitely hear some Aguilera in there. Like old, like back when her and Britney were fighting.
Never trust a playboy, but they love me. So I'll fly them all over the world, and I'll let them think they saved me. They'll never see it coming, what I do next. This is how the world works. You gotta live before you get left. I can feel the flames on my skin. He said I'm throwing away the good thing, but if he drops my name, then I own nothing. But if it spends my change, that he had it coming. Say I did something better, wasn't feeling so good. They say
Okay, we have to talk. Okay, obviously the vocals are great, the music's great, but I'm telling you what's actually blowing me away right now is that I'm just noticing as a guy on camera, I'm beginning to notice things that I wouldn't notice in the past, is how she was making eye contact with the camera when it was dead on. And I was going to say something, but I already interrupted it, so I was like, let's not say anything now. But then the camera angle changed. Now we're looking at her from this 45-degree angle, and I'm like, okay, well, it'll make sense. She's still looking at the other camera. But no, she looked at this camera. So wait, she can sing well and she can make straight up eye contact with the camera, which if you've seen someone, it's Zoom meetings, if you've been on a Zoom meeting, you know people can't naturally do that. They don't understand like what they're looking at. They're looking like there. And they're talking to you like, hey guys, how's it going? And you're like, the fuck are you looking at? Or they're down here. Oh, hey, I'm glad that you guys are all here. Like, I'm really excited to be here. You guys have any suggestions for the group? And you're like, this is so weird. But she's like 15 and looking directly at your face. And then it cuts to a camera over here. And then she looks this way. She doesn't turn her head. She just takes her eyeballs. Watch, back up. Is it 10 seconds ago? 15 seconds ago? Watch her eyeballs. Her eyeballs actually cut to this camera angle. Let me go back 15. Yeah, that's plenty. That's plenty. So here, watch. She's watching dead on. She's looking straight at you, which is very unnatural if you've not done this before, because you're not looking at anybody. You're looking at this dark circle in the middle of the camera. Nothing. Shark eyes. You're looking at shark eyes. And then it cuts to the 45-degree, and she's still looking this way, and then she throws her gaze to the 45-degree fucking camera.
Name that I own nothing, but if it's best, my change that I had it coming. Say I did something bad, wasn't feel so.
Right there. Dude, the mic is here. Look at you over there because I know that camera's rolling. That's like extra levels of badassness. Okay, of course you sound great. I mean, that's amazing. But like people that sound great don't necessarily know I'm addressing this camera, I'm addressing that camera. But she doesn't even like rotate her whole body. She just tilts and looks at the camera. That's nuts. That is bonkers to be that good at performing this early. Oh, what's the alternative? In case you wonder what the alternative is. The alternative is if you take someone who's like a savant or a child prodigy and you have multiple cameras on them, right? Like it's a live show. So you have like whatever, you know, you have you might have 5 cams, 6 cams. I don't know. You have the audience, you have the dead on, you have the right and left, maybe you have one above. And all you do is you record all of that and then you send it to the editor, and the editor goes through all of those and just chops up the good shit. But she's actually playing to the camera. She's like, that camera? Got it. This camera? Got it. That's actually like almost more staggering.
They say I did something better. Was it feel so good? Most fun I ever had. And I do it over and over and over again if I could. It's just more so good.
Okay, one more camera thing and I'm gonna shut the fuck up about it, okay? But look what she just did.
It's just more so.
Right, back up maybe one more. Okay, now look how she's looking at you. She's looking at the camera that's off to her left. And then she looks forward. That again is crazy. She knows where the camera is. So sometimes when you learn this game with the camera, she's like, oh, the camera's there. She's like, I'm just going to talk to that camera. But what you find out is if you just stare at a motherfucker, you just stare at him, it very quickly it gets weird. It's like, wait, why? It looks like you're looking at me. Like, that's weird. That's like, why would you do that? So even though the camera, she knows the camera's 45 degrees, she looks at the camera, she talks to the camera, and then even though the camera's from here, she turns away and talks to the camera that's not rolling, sings to the camera that's not rolling, because it makes you more comfortable, because now she's singing, but she's not looking at you. She looked at you for a second, and then she went back to the front, even though the camera from the side is still the one filming. That's some next level shit on top of singing. That's crazy. Dude, it's like, that's It's unreal. It is really. She's like 15, right? 14, 15, 16, 14. She's right in there.
It's just more so good. They said it's something better. They pointed out the wishes, even if you aren't one. They got the pitchforks and prove that we have some reasons. They pointed all the wishes, even if you aren't one. So light me up, light me up, light me up. Go ahead and light me up, light me up, light me up, light me up. They said it's something better, wasn't feel so good. They said it's something better, it wasn't feel so good. Most fun I ever had. I'd do it over and over and over again if I could. It's just more so good, good. They said it's something better, but wasn't feel so good, good.
Nice little cascading arpeggios on the piano. Four octave arpeggio. Probably crossing the hands. Probably. Great performance. Excellent singing. Excellent performance. Excellent singing. But you know me. You know that if I go but, there's really only one but I can ever have in a song like this. But I've done it 30 times. I don't know that I like the song. I don't know that I actually liked the song. I think she sounded amazing, and her performance was amazing. But I really didn't listen to the lyrics. I don't know if I was supposed to. Like, maybe you're supposed to. But you're supposed to take in everything. It can be kind of hard, taking the instruments, the accompanist, the singing, the actual performance, the presence, the timbre, the rhythm. There's a lot of things to take in. I didn't take them all in. I did not really listen to the lyrics at all. I don't know that I like that song. But it's one of those things where, like, if you're picking teams, like if it was this, like, do people still do this? If it was like middle school or something and we were lining up people and we're like choosing people for teams, and I'm choosing someone from my vocalist, I'm picking her first. Like, it doesn't matter if I like the song. I'm like, oh, dude, do I want her to be on my team, or do I want to play against her? I want her on my team 100%. Don't think I like the song. I'm thinking about it. I don't think I like the song. Like, okay, let's say differently. The song is not memorable to me. Like, I don't even really remember this song at all. Like, I don't. No, like nothing. I don't think I could tell you one sentence from that song. Which, this is the difference. Okay, we can get one rant in here quick, which is the difference between great compositions and great performers. I need to write down I'm doing a rant. Something I'm trying to do now is take notes when I'm going to rant. I might fuck up my rant, but whatever. 51 minutes in, rant. The difference between a great performer and a great piece of music. I don't know if this is real. It's just what I kind of learned through the years, and ever since I've thought about it this way, I've seen it be true every time. Could be wrong. But a great composition, however you want to judge that, like a great piece by Beethoven or Mozart, or a great singer or a great songwriter. When you have a great composition, the composition is there. And your job as the performer is to attempt to come as close to the composition as you can. To take every aspect of yourself to deliver on the composition, because the closer you get to how it was conceived, the closer you are to just greatness. Right? And I'm going to go with classical composers on that. I'm going to go with like your Beethovens, your Mozart, your Tchaikovskys, that their vision of the music in their head was so fantastic that us as performers or as instrumentalists, we're just trying to achieve what they wrote down on the page. We're just trying to get there. But what if you take a mediocre composition and a great performer? It's different. A great performer can take a mediocre composition and lift it to the level of themselves. They can take a song that's kind of shitty and make it a number 1 hit because their ability to perform is at such a high level, they raise the composition up. And there's I mean, I don't want to talk shit about Bob Dylan because I've never really listened to Bob Dylan's original version, but all along the Watchtower by Bob Dylan is famous for being played by Jimi Hendrix. And so the way I would look at that, now let's be honest, I don't even know if I've heard the Bob Dylan version twice. So, kind of speaking out of my ass. But Jimi Hendrix is such an amazing performer that he took all along the Watchtower and made it something different. He raised that composition up with his performance and took it to a new level, and now everyone equates that song with Jimi Hendrix. And I do know this, Bob Dylan did say, that's your song now. Bob Dylan did talk to Hendrix and say, after you played that, that's just not my song anymore, man. That's your song. And that's the difference. Are you chasing the composition because it's constructed at such a high level, you're never really going to hit it, you're just trying to get up there? Or are you a fantastic performer and you're lifting the composition by your performance elements? Boom. We just went on a fucking rant, y'all. That's the end of that reaction. I love y'all. Goodbye.